Left click.
Okay, so this is not going to be going up on YouTube or Twitch right now. This is actually going to be going exclusively up on my Patreon page at least maybe for a week, maybe 2. I am a blind flight simmer, along with some others that deal with, then you'll have to excuse the handling of my headphones because I'm trying to plug in my headset before it dies, and I'll just plug it in when we take off. So, I deal with a company right now called Platinum Airways, and I'm in the middle of a mission. I'm not going to go over how that mission is set up because I really don't want to do that. It's the page is really confusing, and so yeah, let's actually get going with that. And
Folder view.
while my sim, which I'm launching right now, is launching, I'm gonna actually go on over on my Mac and launch Platinum Airways, which, oh, and by the way, uploading anything to Patreon, like my cover image, was completely inaccessible with Chrome and Firefox, Chrome and Safari on the Mac. It just sucks. So now that my page is submitted for review and approved, I'm very happy about this. All right. I'm still logging in here because I kind of need to do that. I'm going to
Start. Type here to search.
Uh-oh.
Prepar 3D registered scenario.
Oh, there we go.
Prepar 3D registered scenario.
Now, for those of you guys who are sighted, the extra human voices you're hearing in the background so far are not me. And there's not another guy, you know, reading all my stuff on the screen. There is, but not in, well, okay, so I use a screen reader called a non-visual desktop access on Windows. The same thing would be called VoiceOver on the Mac, and basically when I tab,
The available weather themes to choose from.
I can hear, you know, what is going on.
Change vehicle. Change.
I'm going to stick with the F-22.
The available weather themes check. User defined not check select this option. Change airport. Change your location. Submenu dialog window. Search by airport ID.
So
Blank.
let me look here. I'm going to log into there's Platinum Airways. I'm going to copy my password to the clipboard here because I need, oh, I'm already logged in. Nice. Let's go to communications. Come on. Go to the PIR, whatever that info link is. Go to my mission. Type in my number. Oh, really? Oh, I know what's going on. It's not. Let's start over. Okay, so we're on leg 3. VVPC. So let's actually make sure that that's correct, because they make sure they're very, very picky here. For the last two, see my YouTube.
Search by airport. Search by airport.
VVPC.
Change vehicle. Check display the scenario startup screen.
And let's load the plane.
Lockheed Martin registered for part
beeping
3 registered
noises.
V4. Submenu dialog window.
Progress bar loading here.
Lockheed Martin registered for part 3 registered V4.
Perfect. Now
Folder view.
I'm going to launch
Spilot.e.
my autopilot, which I don't really care for this because, it lands the plane way too far.
Set up speech recognition. Next navigates to the
I
next.
don't want to.
Cancel exit. PFIS panel dial.
Alright, so
Radar.
let's turn on
Autopilot main panel dial. Check autopilot on.
that. Autopilot. Check that box. And my screen reader and FSX pilot are nice enough to tell me that. So now, all I need to do
PFIS panel dial.
is
Menu. Radar. Menu. Run takeoff R.
run takeoff.
PFIS switching to through heading display for departure. Sir.
And I switched it.
Landing. Stroke. And NAV lights on. Climb rate set to 2,500 feet per minute. Altitude set to 3,400 feet. Speed set to 220 knots. NAV on. V1. Rotate. Lock. NAV on.
There we go. I don't know why it
You're
does
up.
that.
Heading set to a true heading of 326 degrees. Lights
Alright.
on. Landing lights off. Please resume home navigation, sir.
Yeah. So let's check my, I just put down the time. I'm going to RPUF in the Philippines.
Autopilot main.
So what's nice about P3D FSX Pilot,
Land. V small NX MH alt speed self HP cam not check.
the read-only thing where I can
Beast
actually
re-rolling. Man not check. REC select NAV COM1.
commands.
ADX arms EP selected B multi-line NAV STT NAV multi-line. Radar.
So far select.
Far select.
Where am I going? Oh, my headset's dying. RPUF. Typing that in.
Radar. Distant target RPUF selected. NAV not check. Multi-line. Radar. Current heading is 326 degrees, sir. Say. H. Radar. Current heading is 326 degrees, sir. NAV not check. NAV on.
I can do a lot, like set the speed and everything
Multi-line.
like that.
Set.
And altitude, which I'm doing now.
Altitude. Radar. Altitude set to 27,000 feet. Set. Climb. Radar. Climb rate set to 2,500 feet per minute.
Alright.
PFIS panel dialog ring. Context. Fly speed submenu F.
I can fly speed.
Takeoff minimum. 1 speed safe. 250 kNTS. Fly speed submenu F. Lockheed.
Which right now I'm very limited as to the speed I can go.
Autopilot and multi-line. Radar. Radar. Current altitude is 4,405 feet, sir. Speed. Radar. Speed set to 290 knots.
Now, it might sound very boring because I don't have active feel, I don't have active sky, I don't have the realism stuff set up.
Lockheed Martin.
So,
Speed 0 of 280. Net. Bit. Zip. 2. Patriot. Com. T podcast. Dot. Patreon dot space B. T R E O N dot C O M T M M B B O T M T blank. Next. Next TRHE selected. So that. B. Out. On. You. About it. About it selected. So Remember. Lockheed Martin.
Okay. By the way, welcome to... Uh-oh. You know what? Before I do that, let me actually plug in my headset. I'll be right back. Yeah. You couldn't hear it, but in my ear I was getting like a beep beep. So.
EFIS. Left menu. Context. Fly direction. Fly speed sub. Takeoff. Minimum. Speed safe. 1,001. Speed set to 1,115 knots.
I'm gonna start filling in some of the details for the flight. And you guys won't be able to see it. It'll be 668 nautical miles away. And the plane is an F-22 because I like that plane.
Autopilot main. Current altitude is 11,938 feet, sir. Radar. Current altitude is 12,091 feet, sir. Radar. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 41 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:49 and 20 seconds. (12:08 p.m.)
Yes, this will take 41 minutes. In real time. Now,
Lockheed Martin.
cool thing. Well, when I get this thing up to full speed, I'm gonna do a flyby. For you guys, for you sighted people who can actually see it.
EFIS panel.
I love doing those.
Content. Fly speed submenu F. Takeoff. Minimum. Speed safe. 1,135 kNTS. EFIS panel dialog range. Speed set to 1,135 knots.
Yes, I could go cruising speed if I really wanted to, but I'm not.
T podcast. Muted users. 0 of 0. K7 Zoom. Home. 82 of 200. Mentions. Tom. At K.
Those interested, I signed up for a networking course that I'm going to be taking starting tomorrow. I'm going to be reading the chapter. I think the first meetup is on the 19th. Oops. Which is on a Monday. Sunday for me, actually.
Radar. Menu. Context. Fly direction sub. Fly speed sub. Take minimum. Speed safe. 1,071 kNT. EFIS panel. Speed set to 1,067 knots. Autopilot main panel. Rate estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 36 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 8 seconds. Speed.
Whoops.
Speed. S. Radar. Rate indicator speed is 828 knots, sir.
828 knots. Okay. Now, what I don't understand is when I bring this thing up to Mach 1.98, why it indicates an airspeed of about 670 knots, because that should be, I think, 916 to 940, I think.
Lockheed Martin Regiment. EFIS context. Fly speed takeoff minimum speed cruising speed safe Mach 1.98s. EFIS panel dialog. Autopilot.
See?
Radar. Indicator speed is 802 knots, sir.
Alright, now it wants to work. Let's see.
Radar. Indicator speed is 797 knots, sir.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually slowing down when it's not. It's really, really, really weird.
Radar. Indicator speed is 789 knots, sir. Radar. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 35 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 32 seconds.
I'm using the Mac to complete the flight. So now that we're up to full speed, I think, well, we will be in a few minutes.
File sub. Session sub menu Alt plus S.
Whoopsie.
Autopilot main panel dialog. Radar. Indicator speed is 762 knots, sir.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Lockheed.
But here's what the flyby sounds like.
Lock.
Oops. Okay, here we go. I just changed the camera angle here.
(12:13 p.m.) Autopilot. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 34 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:48 and 11 seconds. Lockheed Martin.
So there really isn't much for me to do besides keep an eye on the time and keep an eye on everything else. I have my realism set to very, very, I have my difficulty level set to very, very beginner, because I am. I've been doing flight simming for about 2 years. I'm not very good at it, but I love it. I really love flight simming. I want to actually get in a real plane, take it off, land it, and say that I did it by myself. Safely. Very safely. I want to do this one day as a dream. As a goal.
Mentions 1 of 187. T podcast. Muted block Brett fault likes. Send tweets. TFFP podcast. I uploaded a new episode. Let's fly plane. TFFP podcast. I uploaded a new K7 Zoom. Oh.
And by the way, if you want to be a guest podcaster on here, on my podcast, for one time, follow the directions in the, follow the tiers. Follow the tiers. And I don't mean crying either. I mean the tiers that I have set up on Patreon. And trust me, every dollar helps. I do actually want to make this a side job or job at some point because I love streaming. I love spreading the knowledge. I love saying or showing, hey, this is how I do this. And someone might do this, whatever it is, better, but we all learn from each other, and that's good. That's very good. Liam, actually, I'm actually a patron of his. He has taught me a lot, and I have thanked him privately, but I do want to thank him publicly because it's fun. It's fun to help each other. especially if you know that you made a difference in someone's life.
Autopilot main panel. Say. Greater. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 31 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:48 and 15 seconds.
Check my speed here. Whoops.
Greater.
I keep messing that up.
Greater. Indicator speed is 687 knots, sir.
Why is that not working? Bleh.
Lockheed Martin.
I'm not very happy about that. Not at all. And by the way, I have 2 weeks to get this mission done. So, I'm a member of a VBI, visually impaired and blind, or blind and visually impaired pilots list. And if anyone on my Patreon wants to know any more info, well, I'm not actually sure if you can send me a message privately. If you can, do so. If not, just leave a comment, because, and I'll see it. I'm sure I'll see it. Because the app on the Android side is so inaccessible, and they're not really willing to help at all. Whoops.
Files. Session submenu Alt plus N. Autopilot. Greater. Greater. Current altitude is 27,000 feet, sir.
Let's actually go up.
Altitude.
Let's go to...
Greater. Altitude set to 27,000 feet.
What?
Altitude selected. Greater say select. Selection. Altitude. 2. Greater. Altitude set to 37,000 feet. S. Climb. Greater. Climb rate set to 2,500 feet per minute.
What this person said here.
Say. Greater. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 27 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:48 and 57 seconds.
Alright, so sometimes to entertain myself, I will play a little bit of music, but not right now.
Autopilot main panel dialog heading course HTG 085 DIS 1.56 Mach B/S 2504 feet /MALD 35,696 feet RPUF 413.85 multi-line radar indicator speed is 550 knots sir. PFIS panel dialog range mode. Context. Fly speed submit. Take minimum. 1. Speed safe. Mach 1.98 at. PFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu. Autopilot. Lockheed Martin registered. R3D registered D4.
Fix my headset here. Ah, it was getting caught in my hair. Okay, so that makes sense. Let me actually try something.
Autopilot.
Because I can.
Set. Altitude. Altitude.
If I can type.
Select. Digit. Radar set altitude 20,000. Radar. Altitude set to 20,000 feet. Set. S. Sim. Sim. Blank. Sim selected. Lim. Radar set climb minus 2,500. Radar. Climb rate set to minus 2,500 feet per minute. Radar. Current altitude is 36,695 feet, sir.
we're talking about, on this group that I'm in, we're talking about the storm we were in last year. I had to go from one place to another for a business meeting. And I honestly didn't want to do it, but, you know, I did it. And it was raining about 300, it was raining in that part of the valley where I was at, and then it was raining where I was at the business meeting 300 miles away, same storm. And the pilot was like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of turbulence, we're going to make you feel comfortable. Well, I didn't feel any except on takeoff when we almost like went back down to the ground. We were tilted up like at about a 45-degree angle, I'd want to say, or something. So, yeah, we were better, and then we were landing. It was, yeah, that was at 44,000 feet. What? Really? I didn't even know a 737-800 could go that high, you know?
Radar. Indicated airspeed is 645 knots, sir. Radar. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 20 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:48 and 36 seconds.
Nice.
Radar. Current altitude is 29,461 feet, sir.
Yeah, I don't need to be up that high. I really don't.
Radar. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 17 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:48 and 11 seconds. T. Radar. Current altitude is 23,523 feet, sir.
Excuse me. I can't tell how to do my ground speed unless I go
EFIS contact. Fly direction submenu F.
here. Oops.
Set altimeter. Say submenu S. Nothing N. Status S. Real time R. Sim time S. Altitude N. Airspeed N. Airspeed repeated. Speed N. Climb rate C. Heading H. Magnetic Earth. Wind W. Temperature T. Fuel F. Pre-flight check. Startup checklist S. Before taxi. Taxi checklist. Before takeoff. Takeoff check. Climb check. Cruise checklist. Descent checklist D. Approach checklist A. Landing checklist L. Taxi to ramp. Shutdown checklist S. Passengers door closure P. Passengers boarding. Pass. Pilot. Nothing N. Status S.
Oh, it's not here.
Say submenu S. EFIS panel.
Doggone it, I forgot the command.
Autopilot main panel. NH. Multi-line. Say. Radar. Say. Radar. Current ground speed is 1,836 kilometers per hour, 1,141 miles per hour, sir.
Oh, wow. That is fast. Jeez. Well, just for a treat. Whoops.
EFI. Autopilot main panel dial. Lockheed Martin registered for Part 3. Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin.
Come on. flyby? Let's see. Yep. That must look awesome from the ground. Oh yeah. That just must look awesome. Alrighty. Yay! We're almost there.
Autopilot main.
Yes.
Altitude. Altitude select. Greater. Line feed.
And that's how you know you typed a command wrong.
Greater.
Try that again.
Greater. Current altitude is 20,023 feet, sir.
Alright. Let's actually go down.
Say.
Whoops. No.
Greater say selected. ET. Altitude type. Altitude type selected. Selection removed. Altitude type. Set altitude type 12,000. 12 altitude type. Altitude type selected. Altitude type. Greater. Set. Altitude.
Switch that.
Greater. Altitude set to 12,000 feet. Set. Climb. Greater. Climb rate set to minus 2,500 feet per minute. Lockheed Martin registered. R3D registered P4.
Let's look at the runways while I'm at it.
EFIS.
Do at least want to put that.
Context. Set altimeter 20. Save view range. Add drop erase. Save near user bookmark here. All airport book. Circle left. Circle right. Fly speed submenu. Fly altitude submenu. F airport sub near airport sub near runways at target airport submenu R. RPUF 0320. RPUF 21200. RPUF 0320. RPUF 21200. RPUF 03. RPUF 21206 degrees. 2000. RPUF 0326 degrees. 2548 m. R.
Let's land it.
EFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu.
That one. Come on.
Context.
Really?
Set altimeter fly GPS auto land at RPUF submenu F. Fly star to RPUF. Fly SID from R. Fly right holding F. Fly left holding. Fly her. Helicopter sub. Plane submit near. NDB sub or submenu. Runways at target airports. RPUF 0326 degrees. 2000. EFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu.
Why can't I?
Context. Set fly SID from R. Fly GPS auto land at RPUF submenu F. Ultra short view. Fly GPS. Fly traffic pattern auto. Fly touch and go at RPUF. Fly to nearest airport F. Fly right holding F. Fly left holding. Fly her. Helicopter sub. Plane submenu near. Left NDB submenu N or submenu. Runways at target airport submenu R. Near runway submit. Runways at target. RPUF 0326 degrees. 2000. RPUF 21206 degrees. 2548 m. R. RPUF 0326 degrees. 2548 m. R. Runways at target airport submenu R. EFIS panel dialog range mode. Autopilot main panel dot. Great estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 10 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 46 seconds.
I probably can't set that as of yet. Darn it. Oh well. Time, here we go.
12:38 p.m.
So, the way that, well, I don't actually know how NVDA works, but if you guys want to know more info, go to nvda-project.org and you will find out how it works. Donations to them are welcome.
NA multi-line. Greater.
So,
Greater. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 8 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 42 seconds. Greater. Current altitude is 12,431 feet, sir.
I'll keep it there right now.
Lockheed Martin registered for R3D registered P4.
Let's check to see how far we are.
PFIS panel dialog. Context. Range submenu. Runways at target airport submenu R. Runways at target airport. RPUF 0326 degrees, 2,548 m. R. RPUF 21206 degrees, 2,548 m. R. RPUF 0326 degrees, 2,548 m. R. RPUF 03.
I want to try this again.
PFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu.
Why isn't it?
Autopilot. Multi-line. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 8 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 42 seconds. Zip. Greater.
Oh, that won't work. Okay. And the cool thing is, I think you guys can see what the result is of whatever I typed on the screen, which is nice.
Greater. Estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 7 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 42 seconds.
So let's get back to that one.
Lit home, 243. Jerry Scram, mentions, 1 of 187. Home, Jerry Scram, RT at Catherine Fugate. People are dying, cities are burning, and soulless Trump's response is to blame others. Precisely how a narcissist and an abuser responds. It's list for weather, 4 of 1, list for swamp audio game, 1 of 1, list for Twitter friends. Josh, 5 people followed me and 5 people unfollowed me. Allison Hartley, informative thread. There's something rotten in the state of Florida. Methinks it is a certain election supervisor. Quoted tweet from Michael Morley 11. 1/Florida's voting laws are designed to assure maximum transparency throughout the process. Supervisors of election and other election officials are required to provide accurate, timely information to both the public and candidates, and allow candidates to observe all key steps Saturday, November 10, 2018, 12:24 and Allison Hartley, RT at Real James Woods, collecting supplies for humans and animals at Lisa Vanderpump backhand index pointing down number SoCal fires James Woods. Dog Paul Unicorn Face, RT at Flame and Fearloft. A lot of people may feel pressured into wearing the ZF off shit that going around. Be brave, say I won't wear hate. Jesse, saw 1+60 Saturday, November 10, Chad Blanco, before bed.
Yeah.
Josh.
At the time of this video, there are a lot of like California fires going around, going on. I think 2 of them, and there was a shooting a few days ago, and then 1 more in Australia yesterday. So, yeah, it's pretty bad right now. And whoops, at a time I would not want to be out. Let me turn down my headset. It is a Logitech G533 wireless gaming headset. It's great. Love it. they are. Let's try that
EFIS.
landing again.
Context. Runways and target. RPUF 0326 degrees. 2548 m. RPUF 21206 degrees. RPUF 0326 degrees. 2000. RPUF 21206 degrees. 2504. RPUF 0326 degrees. EFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu.
Arg. Why isn't it working?
Autopilot main panel dialog. Rate estimated time en route to RPUF is 0 hours 4 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 42 seconds. EFIS panel. Context. Fly direction submenu F. Fly speed submenu. Fly altitude. Fly curve. Fly left holding. Fly right holding F. Fly SID from RPU. Fly star to RP. Fly GPS auto. Fly traffic pattern auto land at RPUF submenu F. Fly GPS auto land at RPUF sub. Ultra short view. Fly GPS. Fly SID. Fly right holding F. Fly left holding F. Fly curve. Helicopter submenu A. Planes near. ND. Board submenu. Runways and target airport submenu R. RPUF 0326 degrees. 2548 m. R. RPUF 21206 degrees. RPUF 21206.
Let's try.
RPUF 0. RPUF 0326. RPUF 21200. RPUF 0320. RPUF 21206 degrees.
Okay, only.
EFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu.
Why can't I set this doggone target? What the heck is going on here?
Context. Set fly GPS auto land at RPUF submenu F. Ultra short S. Normal N. Straight S. Normal N.
Well.
EFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu. RPUF 03 selected, sir. Switching to through heading display for the approach, sir. Autopilot main panel dialog heading course HDG 089 DIS 1.58 Mach B/S NAV check multi say. Radar heading is 90 degrees, sir.
Yep, it is turning slowly.
Say. Radar heading is 91 degrees, sir.
To the right.
Radar. Estimated time en route to underscore 1 is 0 hours 2 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 8 seconds. Radar current heading is 95 degrees, sir. Radar indicated airspeed is 996 knots, sir. Say. Radar. Current altitude is 8,727 feet, sir. Say. Radar. Estimated time en route to underscore 1 is 0 hours 1 minute. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 8 seconds. Say. Radar altitude is 7,277 feet, sir.
What?
Radar altitude is 7,073 feet, sir.
Oh, I misheard that. I misheard 2,000. I'm like, we couldn't have dropped 4,000 feet in 30 seconds. That just would not be fun for the poor cargo and passengers that would be in this plane.
Radar. Current altitude is 5,675 feet, sir. Radar. Indicated airspeed is 1,072 knots, sir. A ripple selected. Selection. Radar. Estimated time en route to underscore 1 is 0 hours 0 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:47 and 9 seconds. Systems. Restore unavailable R. System submenus. EF. Context. Fly speed submit. Cruising. 400 kntc. Approach. 100 takeoff. 200 kntc. Minimum. 140 kntm. Speed safe. 250 kts. EFIS at 250 knots. Lockheed. File submenu alt connect. Session submenu alt plus S. Autopilot. Radar. Radar. Current altitude is 3,492 feet, sir.
If you guys want the commands for FSX Pilot, I guess just Google for them in the manual, or just Google for them. I know they gotta be out there somewhere, plus whatever else I'm missing. Not sure.
Say. Radar. Current altitude is 3,488 feet, sir. Say. Radar. Radar. Indicator airspeed is 244 knots, sir. Say. Ground. Radar. Current ground speed is 474 kilometers per hour or 295 miles per hour, sir.
I'm coming in nice and fast.
Flaps 2. Lockheed Martin register. Autopilot main panel dialog heading course. Set. Climb. Rate climb rate set to minus 1,600 feet per minute. Lockheed Martin.
If you guys want to hear why I'm doing all this and how I'm doing all this, go to my first YouTube video on the P3D playlist. Ugh.
Autopilot main panel dialog heading course HDG. Set. FG. Radar. Current altitude is 3,404 feet, sir. Say. Radar. Current altitude is 3,413 feet, sir. Current altitude is 3,419 feet, sir. Estimated time en route to underscore 2 is 0 hours 0 minutes. Estimated arrival time is November 10, 2018, 12:51 and 14 seconds. Gear down. Landing lights on. At radar. Slim. Slim selected. Slim. 2. Radar. Climb rate set to minus 2,500 feet per minute. Radar. Current altitude is 3,201 feet, sir. Radar. Current altitude is 2,803 feet, sir. EFIS panel dialog. Context. Say something. Nothing. Step real. Set altitude A. Airspeed A. Airspeed speed and I'll repeat it S. EFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu. 172 knots. 2,761 feet. Lockheed Martin. $167 knots. 2,546 feet. $173 knots. 2,351 feet. $168 knots. 2,236 feet. $172 knots. 1977 feet. Autopilot main panel. Climb. Radar set to minus 700 feet per minute. Lockheed Martin registered for Part 3D registered B4. 169 knots. 1908 feet. 170 knots. 1,631 feet. 170 knots. 1,565 feet. PFIS panel dialog. Context. Say submenu S. View mode submenu. Say submenu. Status S. Nothing N. PFIS panel dialog range mode. Menu. Autopilot main panel dialog heading course HDG 026. Set. Climb. 1,000 feet. Surrender. Sim. Sim selected. Lim. Radar. Climb rate set to minus 300 feet per minute. Lockheed Martin registered for Part 3D registered B4.
After I land, I'm going to be writing down the
500.
time. And, yeah. And then filling in the rest of the form that I talked about earlier.
$100. Brakes and reverse thrust, sir.
Okay, so it is. So you write down that time.
Heading set to a true heading of 26 degrees.
Sure.
It was an honor flying with you, sir.
Alright, so
Unavailable. Lockheed Martin.
let's actually.
OBS Studio 2. EF. Autopilot main panel row. EFI. Autopilot main panel row 1 column. Autopilot. Lockheed Martin registered for Part 3D registered B4 unavailable. Unknown. Submenu dialog window. End scenario. Close. End scenario. No previous. Close. Resume. New scenario. End session. Exit multiplayer. Flight analysis. Reset scenario. Load scenario. Race result. Exit for Part 3D registered. Invoke. Menu window. No objects. Default info window type. Yes.
So it's going to freeze for a minute. Let's just let it do that. And I'm going to calculate the time real quick. $41. And then let's check the box. And that mission is submitted. So I'll be uploading this to Patreon at some point, maybe today, and
OBS Studio. OBS.
we'll be uploading this to YouTube maybe
Stop recording.
in about a week. So I'll see you guys later.